Hey cuties, my name is Sierra and welcome to my YouTube channel. um this YouTube video is going to be an interesting one, and pretty much this YouTube channel overall, like, it's going to be very exciting, but also I'm pretty much documenting my whole mental health experience and just getting back to learning how to love myself, how to be more confident in myself, and learning new lifestyle changes. I just turned 25, so there's a lot of transitioning that is happening. So I am super excited. But yeah, y'all, I cannot wait for y'all to see. But yes, these next few clips, they're going to be all over the place, but it's very raw and it's going to be unfiltered. And I just want to give a FYI because I never talk about my feelings to anyone, and I low-key been scared about posting these videos, but I'm just like, I might as well post it. I've been talking about, my stuff with my therapist, and this, me posting on YouTube is kind of my way of talking about my feelings instead of keeping it in. And yeah, I can talk to a therapist and all, but I need to practice how to talk about things and not just hold it in, and when I'm emotional and going through things, because sometimes I just don't know how to handle my emotions. But lately I've been crying just randomly, and yeah, I'm scared what you guys are going to think, what you guys are going to say, the messages I'm going to receive, because I just know they're going to be like, girl, what the heck? Like, and there's going to be more videos of this, but I've been very hesitant because I'm just like, I'm shy. I don't know, like, it's very hard for me to open up to people that I talk to and everything on a daily. Not because like I just can't talk to people. It's just I don't know, it's different. Like, when I'm talking, like, to the camera or to my therapist or something, I feel like I can just roll things off. But when I'm talking to people that I'm comfortable with, it's kind of just like I struggle. And I don't know if it's because I'm trying to protect myself, because I don't know what the reaction is going to be, or I don't want to be a burden on anybody, because I don't want anybody to start feeling bad for me. It's not like people are going to feel bad, but I don't know. I just don't want people to feel obligated. Like, now I said this information, like, I'm expecting them to do certain things, which I understand it could be coming out of love, but I don't know. I kind of just be in my head and just feel like I'm being a burden to people. That's why I don't talk about my emotions, because I don't want people to worry about me, and then that becomes another, like, strain on them, if that makes sense. But this is part of healing. This is part of changes. It's 2026 now, and I have to come to a realization that I am depressed and I am mentally going through something, and I do have really bad anxiety, and it's okay to talk about it. And it's like, I know it's okay to talk about it, but I have to talk about it because everything is so built up. all my emotions. And people think, just because, yeah, I say I'm okay and stuff, but I know I'm not. I know I'm not okay, but I know I will be okay, if that makes sense. And I'm laughing because I'm like, bitch, why the fuck are you crying on camera? But but yeah, like I don't have thoughts to, you know, do any crazy stuff to myself or anything. It's just I hold a lot of emotions in and I isolate myself because I don't want to be. I feel like I'm bothering people, or like I don't know. So I just isolate, and I just don't want to talk to anybody. I stay to myself. I I just disappear. I disappear, and I mentally just deal with my emotions closed in the dark by myself. My mental health, I knew my mental health was bad to the point where I had to move back in with family, because if I would have just continued living on my own and living how I was living, I wouldn't know how to get out of my own depression. I wouldn't have known. But I'm going to talk about why I moved and everything. I'm going to eventually do a story time on a lot of the things that I've been through over the last few years. And because I'm still trying to figure out, what is the root of the issue. It's like I have an idea, but I don't know how to deal with those emotions. So, and bear with me, y'all. If y'all see me say I'm going to do something and I don't do it, it's a lot. And I'm not trying to be so hard on myself. So, that's just what it is. But, yeah, guys. So, stay tuned for the next clips.
It is currently 5:42 in the morning, and I started to record because I felt like I was gonna cry and I need to release and let out. But with everything that's going on right now, I'm just so like, I don't know. These last few months has made me realize a lot of the things that I struggle with, and I don't talk about it with anybody. This is my first time technically really like opening up about it, but I really do struggle with learning how to be alone. And it's just like a lot, from my past breakup. Like, even before I was with my mom, living with my mom or whatever, and then, I finally find my person. And I spent the last 5 years, dealing with that person. And then for it to just abruptly just stop. And then it's like I gotta figure out everything all on my own and do everything all on my own. And it's like sometimes adulting is hard. And it's like, especially like right now, like adulting for me, it's like I wish I can just just forget about, just like stop, quit, and just forget about everything. Like, I want to run away. I just want to isolate, right, myself. But I can't isolate because I still have to go to work. I still have to pay bills. I still have to do this. I still have to do that. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed with everything. And it's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to deal with what I'm going through. And it's just, I just want to forget about it. I just don't want to deal, I don't want to deal with it. I don't, like, my sickness right now, like, I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to keep thinking about doctors. I don't want to keep going to the doctors. And then it's like my everyday life. It's like, I'm terrified. I'm terrified of getting sick again, or just doing my regular stuff. And it's just like, it's just a lot. Like, I'm terrified again, and I'm afraid. I'm afraid of trying to be me again because I don't want something bad to happen to me, because it's just like, oh, I gotta be careful because, my heart rate can do this, and, this can happen to me, and, oh, I got this blood clot, like, and it's just like, I don't want to do anything to trigger or hurt myself. And then it's like, right now, like, I was just overthinking, not necessarily overthinking, but because it's so stuffy in my room, I came down to the living room, but at first, it's just so stuffy in my room that I couldn't breathe. And then I'm like, obviously I'm in my head, and I'm just like, I don't want something to happen to me in my sleep. Like, I don't, like, it's stuffiness. I don't want to trigger anything else. So that's why I'm just up. I'm up right now because I'm scared. And it's like, there's nobody here to, like, obviously, if something was to happen to me, there's nobody. I mean, there's somebody here, but it's like, if something was to happen to me and I can't scream and call for help, like, nobody would know. So it's like, I just try to distract myself and force myself to be up. And then that's when I sleep all throughout the day because somebody's awake and somebody's able to watch me. And then I just think about how my life has been for the last year. It's been a lot of changes. And a lot of changes I didn't expect, because it was just like, I really thought I found my person and I was going to spend the rest of my life with them. But then it was just a sudden change. And then I had to find an apartment in 2 weeks and just move out and do this and do that. I don't know. I don't know how to do things on my own. I don't know how to live on my own. I struggle with trying to make friends. I feel like I won't find love again. Like, like everything is just kind of just like, I don't know. It's like I struggle with trying to make friends. And I start to think to myself, and I'm like, well, if I struggle with trying to make friends, imagine me trying to find a man. Like, and I'm not saying like I need a man, but I would like some love. And then I think about the time, like, I want to adventure out and move out of state and do all this, but it's like, I can't be out of state by myself. I can't. I really can't. Because I absolutely need somebody. I need somebody. I need my people, people that I feel comfortable with, people that I trust. And it's just like, I'm just overwhelmed with everything. I don't even want to go to work right now because I don't want to put another stress on myself, because I'm like, I don't want to stress myself out so bad and I trigger something. Like, I'm just scared. I'm scared to live my regular life. At first, I didn't know what to do, and that was the whole plan for 2026, is to start working on healing and learning how to love myself and do everything. But now it's just like, I'm just scared. I'm scared to do stuff. I'm scared to be around people. I don't want to get sick. Like, I don't know. And I feel really bad because I don't know how to talk about my emotions to people that I love. So they think I'm okay, but I'm not okay. I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Like, I'm okay, but like, I don't know what to do. And I don't know what can make it better. I don't know. I don't sleep at night. That's why I'm really tired, because at night I'm always thinking something's gonna happen to me. Even before like this, I don't know. I'm just so scared of dying in my sleep or something. So I get so into my head that something's gonna happen to me, so I just don't sleep. And I think it's a trigger because a lot of like people are dying that I like know or see. So it's just like everybody's dying. Everybody's dying. And then I start to overthink. And then it's like everything bad for the last few years has happened on my birthday, especially with me having my it's a miscarriage, but not really a miscarriage, but that happened on my birthday in 2024. It's like, sorry that I'm hearing cars outside, but it's just like, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I truly, truly don't know. And then I don't want to be a burden on anybody either. I don't want people to try to make arrangements or anything. Like, my therapist told me, she was like, she said something about, why do you feel like you're being a burden if you think these people love you? And I'm like, she said something in the midst of that. And I'm like, because she's pretty much saying, like, obviously you're not a burden. These people love you. They're doing this because they love you. And I'm just like, I know they love me, but I don't know. I just feel like I'm being a burden on people. That's why I also feel like I don't open up about my feelings or anything that I'm going through to people, because I don't want them to worry about me and then keep on checking on me. Like, yes, you can check up on me, but I'm just gonna keep saying the same thing. I'm okay. Cause I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm not thinking of harming myself or anything. My mental is just not there, and I don't know how to solve it. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know. I feel like also, like, I try to seek so much attention and love from people, and I feel like I overdo myself, or like over trying to impress myself to people, because I don't know. Because I'm like, my ex didn't want to be with me. My ex best friend stopped wanting to be friends with me. Like, why does nobody want to be my friend or be around me? Like, what is wrong with me? I'm so nice to people and I do so much. I do so much. I would let my home. I would take the clothes off of my back for other people. But, and then I guess it's also like trying to make friends too. It's like, why does nobody want to be my friend? Why does nobody want to hang out with me? Or why can't I have a consistent friend? And these people come and go. And I'm not saying like friends that I just, talk to there and there. No, I want sisters. I had that. I had those people. I miss them so much, but something just happened, and I don't think the relationship is the same. But my people from 108, those were my people. Because I always said, no matter what, they would never, never turn on me. And it was like, no matter how many years or where we go or where we move to or anything, those are my people. And I don't have those people anymore. So ever since then, I've been struggling to find the right people. And then when I find the right best friend, we have this one petty little argument that I think was just like I don't think it was worth throwing a friendship over. But I can't force somebody to want to be my friend. If you don't want to be my friend, fine. I don't know. And then I feel so out of the loop with other people. And then I see other people's friends. And they're like, oh, yeah, I've been friends with so-and-so since for 20-something years or 10 years or since I've been in elementary school and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, yeah, I have those type of friends, but I don't talk to them no more. And then people don't really believe me when I say I really don't have no friends. I don't have nobody. I don't have nobody I can call my sister. If I was to get married, I don't have no bridesmaids. I don't have nothing. And then it's like, I got my mom, but my mom is not my friend. And she's showing that. She's like, girl, you call me every hour, almost every day. And I'm like, because I don't know. I don't have nobody else to talk to. I'm bored. And I don't want to keep pressing my mom. I mean, that's my mom is my girl. But she got a life too. So I don't want to bother her and be a burden to her. Sometimes it does hurt my feelings because I'm just like, as you would say, you only got one mama. But it's no hard feelings. That's just me having my own feelings. I'm sorry this is all over the place, but this is what happens. This is the stuff I don't show. This is the stuff that people don't know about. I'm always up around these hours, just overthinking, crying to myself, or whatever, just in my head. I can't sleep. I don't sleep at night. That's why I sleep during the day. Even when I'm working, I may get 2-3 hours of sleep, and that's my sleep. And I just play the front as soon as I go to work. Like, oh, nothing's wrong with me. I'm great. I'm cool. Even with family, I just be like, oh, I'm okay. I'm cool. But really, my mind is racing at night. Racing with a whole lot of thoughts. And so I'm glad I started therapy. But it's like, I just had my second appointment with my therapist. And we haven't even gotten to the deep stuff yet. I'm so ready to get into the deep stuff. I'm crying. I'm crying just to be crying. Like, I don't know. I'm crying every time when I'm on the phone or I'm having my appointment with my therapist. And we haven't even gotten to the deep stuff, the stuff that's bothering me. Like, I have an idea on what's triggering my emotions and everything, but I don't know how to deal with it, and I don't know how to make things better. Because I don't want to just deal with it. I want to solve the problem. I want to make things better. And I want to just live and be happy and smile again. Be free, be myself. I don't feel like myself right now. I don't feel myself at all. I don't know what it is, but I don't feel like myself at all. I just want to isolate. I don't want to be bothered by nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to deal with my problems. I don't want to deal with any bills. I don't want to deal with nothing. I just want to isolate. And my birthday is coming. I'm super, super excited to see family, but I don't know. It's like, I don't even get excited for my birthday anymore, really, because it's just like, over the last few years, nothing ever works out on my birthday. Friends always fake. I always gotta reschedule, make arrangements, because it doesn't make it any better that I have a winter birthday and people don't really want to come out in the winter. So people show their true colors on coming to support you on your birthday, and they be like, oh, it's cold, it's snowy, it's this, I'm not coming outside, which I get it, but it's also like, if you love me, if you support me, you would do certain things. And I wish I had me as a friend. Someone who's, if I was to call somebody, right, like, I wish if I, like, was myself, if I had a friend like how I am, because if somebody was to call me right now and say that they need some help, they need some support, like literally right now, and they're crying and they want this, I would be there to go help them. Nobody's gonna do that for me. Nobody's gonna do that. All the people that come into my life is because they want to use me. They want to use and take advantage of me. I don't like that. I don't like that, and I don't like when people be weird and then try to, and you feel spirits of people that low-key envy you or jealous of you. Like, I just want someone genuine, someone that's, I don't know. I just want a genuine friendship. Somebody I can call my sister. Like, somebody be like, wow, I actually, like, this is my person. I'm jealous of everybody else's friendship when I see it online and see it in person and stuff like that. And it's like, I wish I had somebody that would ride for me. Nobody's gonna ride for me. The people that want to quote unquote fake ride for me, that's fake friends. It's because they want to be in my business. They want to be me. So what they try to do is do everything to try to stop stuff. Like, I had a friend like that. Well, obviously I have that experience, but I can just tell that it wasn't like out of genuine care. It was because they just want to be spiteful, and they want to do things like in a funny way. So it was kind of just like, you're kind of being weird, like. Anyways, y'all, I think I'm gonna stop talking and at least try to get some sleep, but I don't think I'm going to sleep anytime soon. So, but I just said, this is raw, this is emotions, this is what people want to see, and I just said, let me just talk to y'all for a little bit.
Hey guys, how was everyone's day? I'm at the mall eating some Charlie's that I should never ate. It was so good, but I'm going to regret it later. But
I just came on here to chat a little bit. I almost cried a little bit because today I had a conversation with my therapist, and we were talking about how, like, what makes me happy. And I really struggled to try to answer that question because I was just like, I don't know what makes me happy. And then she asked me, well, when was the last time you felt genuinely happy? And I struggled with that too. Because I really had to think, and I was just like, to be honest, I really felt like I haven't been myself probably since high school. And she asked me, you know, what was I doing in high school that made me happy and stuff. And I was just like, it's really no different from what I'm doing now. Besides, I just went to school, hung out with my friends, came home. I wasn't in any special activities or anything. I would say I was more confident in myself, more outgoing and everything, but I don't necessarily know what the switch was over the years. Like, I don't know what caused me to be in this state. And because it was funny because yesterday I had an appointment with a nutritionist, just talking about weight and stuff like that, and I started crying. It's like everything is a trigger for me, and I'm starting to notice. And it wasn't funny necessarily, but it was just like, dang, people are noticing my depression more than I am. And then it just really has me thinking, like, you know, I've been quite depressed for a really long time. And I think I was just more so in denial about it, or just making some type of excuse. Like, I knew something was wrong with me, but I never realized how bad my depression was. And it's just like, wow, like, somebody's calling me out on my stuff. It's not embarrassing, but it's just like, the fact that you can pick up that I'm depressed is actually crazy. Like, I don't know, but it's like, as much as I try, not necessarily, I don't try to hide it, but it's just like, I have a struggle with expressing what I'm going through to other people that I know, if that makes sense. Like I can talk to my phone or whatever and express about everything. And I can talk to my therapist and express about everything. But if somebody I know, like my mom or my cousin or something like that, I just can't get it out. I don't know what it is. I really can't talk to anybody. And my therapist was kind of saying, like, it's a reason for that. We just haven't determined what it is. And a part of me is kind of just like, I've been shielding myself off because every time I open up, I feel like nobody really knows what to do. It's like, okay, yeah, you keep hearing the same thing, like, oh, I'm here for you on this, on that, but it's like, that's not really what I want to hear. And then it's also like, I don't want to express how I feel to people, and then people feel obligated to talk to me or check up on me or whatever, because it's just like, that energy could have been given to me before I opened up to you, you know what I mean? And But then it's also just like, well, how do people expect to know what I'm going through if I don't open up about it? So it's kind of just like in the middle. And then it's also, there's the people that use your situations against you. And I've had situations like that. So it's kind of like hard for me to open up. Or when I'm opening up to people, I just feel like people are not genuinely listening to me. And yeah, I don't know. Like, even just talking now kind of just makes me just want to bust out crying. And that's how I know I'm depressed. It's because everything is a trigger for me, everything. And I don't want to cry because maybe it's staring at me, but it's just like, I don't know, my emotions is really all over the place. And it's just like, wow, I'm really depressed. I'm depressed. But I'm not depressed like I'm going to hurt myself. I'm just depressed and overwhelmed and I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't want to be bothered, but I don't want to be that person that just isolates when things get too overwhelming. But I don't know what it is. That's why I'm kind of like just documenting my journey and everything, because this is what is the only way of me getting how I feel out. Because, and I feel like also why I'm just so triggered and crying is because I have so much emotion just built in and I've never released it. And I've never let it out. And this past year has just been a lot. Not even this past year, and maybe the past 2 years, has just been a lot, back to back to back to back. And I just haven't had a break. I haven't had a break to actually deal with my stuff. And then it's harder as an adult because it's like you're going through these emotions, but you still have to be an adult. You still have to pay bills. You still have to show up to work. You still have to do this. You still have to do that. And it's like my mind can't take it. Like, I really just don't want to do anything. I want to just, I wish I could just not work for maybe 4 months, but still get paid and just relax and reset myself. But I can't do that. I don't want to risk losing my job. I don't want to risk doing anything. Like, I have to still be an adult. So it's kind of hard to deal with my emotions and deal with the stuff that I'm going through in life and still have to be an adult. It's like, I'm okay, but I'm not okay. I'm not okay at all. I'm not okay at all. And I was talking to my therapist and she's like, well, the first good thing that you did was talking to a therapist. Because who knows what could have happened if I just would have kept things in. But no, I know I needed it to make a change. And I'm willing to make a change. And I'm willing to figure out what makes me happy again. And, you know, feel confident in myself, feel loved. Like, just everywhere. Like, feeling loved in friendships, relationships, family relationships. Like, just feeling loved, period. I don't want to feel like I'm always being a burden. And one thing I had to stop doing is stop talking so negative about myself. But that's more of a defense thing that I do. Because I talk really bad about myself. But a lot of people have talked bad to me, and I just started to think that's what it really is. Like, I'm working on that. Because I was even talking with my therapist because I was like, I had this one friend and she invited me to a Friendsgiving and she's really a dope person. Like, I feel like she can help me. I can learn something from her or whatever. But it's just, I feel like I'm too childish to be her friend, if that makes sense. Like, because I'm not on her level. And she was just like, well, first of all, don't use the word childish. Just because you're not advanced in a way that how she is, you never know what you could be doing for her. And I was just like, you know what? You're absolutely right. But I don't know. And I just feel bad because, like, I just feel like, I don't know. And this is why I probably also struggle making friends, because I'm always overthinking, and then I just don't like reach out or ask to hang out or anything like that because I'm like in my own head in a way. But I don't know. I'm gonna stop crying now. Because everybody's staring at me and it's probably like, what the heck? But yeah.